nice budget gun here, the Stoeger XM-1, synthetic. Look at this little bugger, only 295 quid these. There's a package. I mean, it varies shop to shop. I've seen them at 395, I've seen them at 4.5, but it seems that there's an awful lot of 2.2s coming up for grabs all over the place. Have a look round, have a look on Grub Trader and what have you. You might be very nicely surprised with what you see price wise. So what we're looking at, what you're going to get. Excuse me one moment. You're getting quite a nice rifle really for your money. 105 centimetres total length, 400mm barrel, rifled. Very nice little paddle situation on this bolt action here. Side picatinnies, so they're individual legs. Stoeger do them for them. You get a Stoeger. It's quite a nice little scope, to be honest with you. It's a 3x9x40. It's front parallax. Quite easy to adjust, but there's no mill dots on the reticles. It's more hunter orientated, this for sure. So, right. Adjustable butt pad. You get spaces to put in between so that you can vary your reach, obviously. I'm alright with this, and it's so light that there's no issue whatsoever holding it in one hand. It's almost pistol light weight wise. I reckon altogether there's around about between 3 and 3.5 kilos total, if that, without getting the scales out. You do get a comprehensive instruction book with it on arrival, but yeah, quite a bit sausage with it really for a budget gun. You know, it's got its own factory moderate. The Picatinny mounts, the other one's got an extension bit on it to keep your magazines on it, which as it happens are virtually the same as the Artemis or Snow Peak. You know, it's the one where you spin it the opposite way, feed your pellet in backwards to start with, turn it over, start feeding them in the normal way around from the top. Yeah, I'm used to those anyway because I'm doing the K9s from the PP800Rs. The cylinder, your manometers at the front, that seems a little bit Snow Peak or Artemis-esque. You know, the nice little plug in there. There isn't a sleeve to cover it. Yeah, that plug works a treat. Nice tight fit. 100cc cylinder on this. And up to now, setting it up and zeroing it, I've gone through 5 magazines. It's in 177, and I reckon that there's enough room for another 5 magazines. You've got 9 in each magazine, so you're potentially looking at around about a 90 pellet shot count altogether. You know, I'd say 9-10 magazines, you're going to be alright. But it goes off with a fair old thwap. You know, it's very interesting to shoot. It's quite accurate on the 20 yarder where I've set it up. Synthetic stock thumb hole with a bag rider. There was a bright blue grip at the front. I've changed it over for the black one that comes in. You get a spare cheek riser comb, and I put the taller comb on there. Suits me better and burns it. He prefers it that way as well. Very nice safety on there, on a chunky guard as well, but the safety is very positive. You know, there's no arguing with it, and a lovely double action trigger there. It's a bladed trigger, so yeah, it's not tight, easy to cock, pretty quiet as well to say it's all factory setup. You know, one of these and a stirrup pump, you know, you're talking getting on the road, so to say, for anywhere between, I'd say, 450–500 quid all done and dusted. That includes getting your gun with everything on it. And it is a nice quality synthetic, this. You know, it's not sort of American vehicle sort of standard. It's not the horrible kind of carry on. They do them in wood as well, I understand, as well as 2.2 calibre. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever. If you're on a budget, I'd have no issue saying, go on, grab one, you'll enjoy it, because it is an enjoyable shoot. Each shoulder's a treat. You know, it's where'd you go from there? I can't really say a lot more. It's even scooped out so that if you're bench shooting, you've got a nice place for your hand to sit. You know, when you're giving it that carry on, it's very comfortable. You got, like I say, you got the bag rider. Let's pop the safety back on. But I did read what it was called in the instruction manual that comes with it. I can't remember what it's called, but it's quite nice stippling. You know, it's very positive. You know, very non-grip, very grippy rather. I've found that the palm point is a little bit but heavy, but it seems to work when you shoulder it. You know, the recoil pad's quite a nice rubber. It's not overly hard. It's not too soft. Yeah, everything about it. It seems like a lot more gun than what you're paying for. It's like the PR900. You could tell what you were paying for. With this, it does strike me as though you're getting something a little bit more for your money. There is a rear leaf sight that's normally on it, but that's the other version, which is on the front of the box up there, because you got the foresight, no silencer. But with these, you get all of it. It's all done, dusted. The only thing that we're missing really was the stirrup pump and a gun slip. Otherwise I'd have been off with it straight away from the shop. You know, it's, I got it from Ian Hodges Field Sport in Wadebridge. He seemed to be doing a run on these. I won't mind having a go at the bullpup version, the XM-1 bullpup version. Might save that for a later date, I'm not sure. So, see how we get on. Let's go and get it on the 20-yarder, have a few pops and see what it's like for accuracy. Right, thank you very much. See you in a bit. Ta-da! Hello again, on my little 20-yarder. You'll see how it performs. Right, pretty straightforward to load up. Quite a nice action on the bolt, nice and smooth. I'll just remove the single shot tray that I forgot to mention earlier and point out that they are ambidextrous on the cheek cone. You know, it's really well thought out gun, I think. Only found one problem, and that's when you got the scope covers on it, the front one doesn't quite fit because of the original mount for the rear leaf. Other than that, not being an issue. Alright, let's crack on, see how we go. 20 yard. Go for the middle to start with. Wow, that's a drop.
675.
Yeah.
680.
Using the usual 20 millers. 20 mil wide.
696. 661.
I know what I'm going to do. Jack pike. Going for the E. Ooh, just missed it. That shut down for a moment then. Must be scaring it.
687. 677.
Soon get through them magazines, mate, I'm telling you. A lot of fun with this. It's pretty accurate considering. I'll go for the top right.
680. 675. 675. 668. 661. 652. 647.
That was me.
647. 640.
Oh, walk out already, look. Yeah, I don't think anyone who gets one of these are going to be disappointed for the money. So you do get the two magazines, you get your fill adapter, and I'm pretty sure that if you take your time, you can go all on all at 20 yards, no problem. Here we go. Top left.
29. 600. 17. 600. 17.
Let's face it, I'm not exactly taking my time with this, as usual.
600. 12.
Yeah, lock out. Already. Must be having too much fun. At least you can't blow air with these, with them having the lockout. So, even though they're only 9 shots, there's nothing wrong with these.
600. 8. 600. 8. 500.
Ooh.
96. 500. 94.
I think it's a little bit like the Beam & Chief in the PR900 here. You know, the more shots you take, you're still keeping a level of accuracy, but it seems to be dropping off and dropping off on the MV, on the muzzle velocity.
500. 89. 500. 87.
Seems to be keeping reasonably tight groups though. I'm going to go for the bottom left hand pin next to the target I've just been shooting.
500. 87.
It's accurate enough to hit that at 20 yards, a pinhead. So yeah, nothing wrong with that.
500. 80. 500. 78.
And at the moment they're looking like 10-12mm groups, which isn't bad for any rifle. Like I say, when you consider this, 295 quid. And one thing to bear in mind is that Stoeger comes under the Beretta banner, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with Beretta. Bottom right.
500.
That was me,
64.
I do believe.
500. 71. 500. 66. 500. 64. 500. 61. 500. 54. 500. 54. 500. 54. 500.
Oop.
45.
There already, look. Right, that's 5 magazines. Let's see how we've got on. I couldn't see it, I forgot I've not got my glasses on. 712 feet per second. That's the high, the low's 545 feet per second. Average has been 622 feet per second. Unfortunately, that's a spread of 167 feet per second and a standard deviation of 47 feet per second. But looking how that's shooting, you wouldn't think that. Definitely dropping rats and rabbits at 20 yards, no issues at all. There, you know, I don't think there's going to be any issues at 20 yards. But we'll find out how we go on at a later date, because we're going to get it onto Yoda's 50 yarder and see how it performs then. So, see you later. Thanks a lot. Bye.